9.
From WEWS, the station on your side, this is News Channel 5 at 6.
An employee at this nursing home is under investigation tonight, accused of beating a patient. And this is not the first time this elder care center has been the focus for authorities. Good evening, I'm Lee Jordan.
And I'm Brad Harvey in for Ted Henry. This patient abuse probe is tonight's top story at 6 o'clock. A caregiver accused of beating a defenseless 86-year-old woman in the face and other parts of her body. On your side, crime beat specialist Joe Paganakis is live in Wycliffe with more on what are just astonishing abuse allegations.
Hey there, Brad. 86-year-old Frances Iacano, according to Wycliffe police, moved from her apartment building about a year and a half ago to assisted living, hoping to find a better way of life. Instead, police say she was beaten up, her caregiver possibly facing serious charges. According to Wycliffe police, it allegedly happened here at the Country Place home for the elderly on Bishop Road. 86-year-old Frances Iacano badly beaten. Her former neighbors here at Cody Park Apartments left stunned.
I'm very shocked because she would not hurt a flea. She is an extremely gentle person.
Country Place healthcare worker Carol Brock is under investigation, suspended without pay, facing possible felony charges. 5 on Your Side went to her Willowick home looking for answers. Just want to ask you a few questions about the circumstances because, you know, these are serious allegations. And I really would like your explanation to this whole circumstance. Carol? Carol?
I think society doesn't tolerate it. Everybody's had a grandma and nobody wants to see their grandma treated this way.
Detective Sergeant Joseph Matteo with the Wycliffe Police Department is handling the investigation. He says Iacano was beaten about the face and arms here at Country Place. Police say she had to be taken to Lake West Hospital.
I think it's horrible. I mean, I think that's one reason why you've seen in recent years the legislature has changed laws or passed laws that are in addition to the standard penalties for a theft against an elderly or assault against an elderly, you may see enhanced penalties.
Police and friends are still trying to determine what may have motivated the alleged assault.
Certainly couldn't be because of fighting or anything, because that's not the kind of a person she was.
Very passive?
Very passive, very gentle, and very friendly to everybody.
And this case will soon be turned over to the Wycliffe City prosecutor. Carolyn Brock, according to police, is possibly facing charges of assault, perhaps even patient abuse. A couple of those charges could even be felonies. On Your Side, reporting live from Wycliffe, Joe Paganakis, News Channel 5.
3 months after what many have called a disastrous May primary, the Cuyahoga County Board of Elections ballot manager resigned today. The county's elections review panel described Robert Baker, only 5 months in that position, as too inexperienced and very unfocused. Meanwhile, today, 40,000 voters in 3 Cleveland suburbs who took part in today's special election saw a change in the ballot casting process. Brian McIntyre from our partner, the Ohio News Network, has local reaction to a new state election law which says, Brian, that voters have to prove they are who they claim to be. How'd that work out today?
Well, kind of a first for the Cuyahoga County Board of Elections here. Voters in North Olmsted, Gates Mills, and Fairview Park were the first in this county required to produce one of these before they were able to cast a ballot. This is a valid state ID. Now, voters we ran across today told us they don't mind, no big deal. For most, the worst case scenario would be you leave your ID at home, you don't know the last 4 digits of your social security number, so you're handed a provisional ballot, and you've got 10 days to prove to the board you are who you claim to be. But the new law is not without opposition.
If you don't have a license, you got to go get one, and you got to purchase one. And the question becomes, how much more of a burden can you put on the voter in order for the voter to express themselves?
If you're going to register, you have to show ID to register. You don't see where it would be a problem to show ID proving that I am who I say I am in order to vote.
Now, incidentally, absentee ballots for the special election today in Cuyahoga County are being counted by hand, not electronically, and the Board of Elections expects to have those results at 7:31 p.m. this evening. That's in about an hour and a half. Reporting live on your side in Cleveland, I'm Brian McIntyre, News Channel 5.
Something to add a new wrinkle to already changed voting procedures. Thanks, Brian. In Stark County, voters are deciding on the price of protection. 5 on Your Side reporter Tracy Carlos spent the day in 3 communities that are voting on safety.
At the Uniontown Barber Shop, $8 will get you a haircut and some conversation. Today, the talk of this small town is the police levy. Don Cassidy has been cutting hair for 40 years. In that time, he's needed the police, and it's clear he is a strong supporter.
To be able to call someone and know that they're going to be there in 5 minutes or less is really important for me.
The department has already laid off all of their part-time officers, cut full-time cops to 5, and got rid of administrative assistants. Now, department brass does double duty patrolling and answering phones. If voters don't say yes, the department will likely lock up and throw away the key.
We need to have the personal touch here, especially in this area, of people that know you and know the businesses and the response time. So that's why I voted for it.
There is a committee to get the levy passed. Members say it is a small price to pay for safety.
$150,000 house is about $10 a month. I mean, really, practically nothing.
It's loud, it's fast.
In Jackson Township, it's not police, but fire on the hot seat. As paramedics answer calls and firefighters train for emergencies, voters go to the polls. If they say no, firefighters will be laid off and stations closed.
Without a doubt, they'll be cut and services will be reduced.
And in Perry Township, most of the patrol cars are parked. There are only 2 officers to cover the entire township, and things will only get worse if residents don't pay the price. Voters have said no to all 3 levies before, so obviously not everyone thinks that paying more for safety services is a good idea, but none of those people would talk with us on camera today. On your side, in Perry Township, Tracy Carlos, News Channel 5.
And Tracy tells us that if Uniontown's police department closes, the Stark County Sheriff's Department would likely take over.
Well, Lee, there are several local school levies on today's special election ballot. In Cuyahoga County, Fairview Park and North Olmsted schools are seeking tax increases. In Medina County, Buckeye local schools are going to the voters for more money. And in the Akron-Canton area, the Springfield, Jackson, and Northwest school districts have levies facing voters today. And stay with News Channel 5 for continuing coverage on today's special election. Polls are open until 7:30 this evening, and of course we'll have the results on the key races tonight on News Channel 5 at 11. Plus, we'll detail any problems that the Cuyahoga County Board of Elections may have had tabulating those results.
The head of the Republican National Committee is in northeastern Ohio tonight. He is here to support local Republicans as the race to November begins to heat up. On Your Side reporter Paul Kiska is live in Lorain County, where Chairman Ken Melman is expected to address Republicans in about half an hour. And Paul, I'd say a Chamber of Commerce kind of day here in northeastern Ohio will not hurt our chances for the convention.
Northeast Ohio looks beautiful on August days like this. It sure does. This is basically a nice commercial for the Cleveland area. Beautiful sunny weather for the chairman of the RNC, who is in town today, unofficially perhaps, because Cleveland is in the running to host the Republican National Convention next August. Now, officially, he's here to take care of some other business. Melman is not here to look at Cleveland as a host for the Republican National Convention next August officially, but how can he help but not take a look around at the area today and take some notes? Cleveland is one of 4 cities, including Minneapolis, Tampa, and New York, competing for that convention. Now, the RNC chairman is officially in town tonight to raise support for local and state candidates running this November. Now, the selection committee itself will be back in town here 2 weeks from today to take a look at Cleveland, and Melman will be speaking to campaign volunteers a half an hour from now behind me here in this business park in Avon. We'll try and talk to him and get his impressions of Cleveland so far. On Your Side in Avon tonight, Paul Kiska, News Channel 5.
All right, Paul, of course the sunshine doesn't hurt there, but cloudy skies for Representative Bob Ney. His hand-picked replacement may be ineligible to run in the November election. After announcing that he is dropping out of the race due to a corruption scandal, Ney hoped that State Senator Joy Padgett would be chosen to run in his place. But some party officials fear that she will not be allowed to run since she lost in the primary. Now, the state party chairman says that he'll ask for a ruling by the Secretary of State. And the second in a series of school safety town hall style meetings is underway at this hour. Dr. Eugene Sanders is making school safety the first priority of his administration. He held his first public forum last night at the Cadell Recreation Center. Tonight's meeting is at Collinwood High School. It's then Wednesday at the Earl B. Turner Rec Center, and then on Thursday at the Fairfax Rec Center. All of the meetings start at 6 o'clock, and they're expected to last until about 8 o'clock.
Well, how many hours do you actually work during an 8-hour workday? A surprising new study looks at how much time workers are wasting. That's next.
Plus, decades-old football tradition being threatened due to redistricting.
One of the richest high school football traditions in all of the country could be in store for some significant changes. I'm Jason Nicholas. I'll have the story that's shocking people here in Massillon coming up next.
Next, Oprah. This stay-at-home mom's chicken recipe won $1 million. Oh, this is easy. What could it possibly be? And the perfect white t-shirt revealed. Next, Oprah. Tomorrow at 4 on News Channel 5.
It's been a challenging time for many people on the East Side. Together, we reached out. News Channel 5 salutes all of you for raising over $15,000 for our neighbors. Thank you for your generosity, for helping us be on your side.
I wish we had a big house.
Well, I wish we had an affordable house.
Ours?
Find your perfect place. It's easy at RE/MAX.com. Now RE/MAX.com offers more home listings to choose from than ever before. Nobody sells more real estate than RE/MAX.
Turn heads and lead the pack in a Ford Fusion, because during the Ford model year clearance, you'll get the best deal of the year on a new 2006 Fusion. There's no better time to get incredible gas mileage, because during the Ford model year clearance, get behind the wheel with a 5-year, 60,000-mile powertrain care service contract. Plus, you'll get 0% APR financing. See your local Ford store today.
Looking for a dining room table? Sofa Express and more. A bedroom collection? Sofa Express and more. A sofa? You get the idea.
You'll see amazing deals like this Factory Direct Special, the Passages Sectional, only $795. Plus 2 great ways to pay. No till August 2007, or no down payment and no interest till 2008. Other stores claim to be Factory Direct. We are, and our prices prove it every day.
So stop in. Now there's more to see. Sofa Express and more. Expressly your style.
Soft Rock 102.1 WDOK, part of the News Channel 5 Radio Weather Network.
The interim chairman of the Cleveland Clinic's Distinguished Cardiology Program now holds that job permanently. Dr. Stephen Nissen succeeds Dr. Eric Topol, who left the clinic in February to become a genetics professor at Case Western Reserve University. The 57-year-old Nissen inherits a department that's been rated the nation's top heart center for 12 consecutive years by U.S. News and World Report.
Well, there is a new unit that's patrolling Cleveland Hopkins Airport to keep you safe. It's a canine unit. The National Explosives Detection Canine Team is supposed to do just that, sniff out any bombs before it's too late. Not that Hopkins expects any bombs, but this is part of the partnership between the airport and the TSA to maintain air travel safety. Hey, when it comes to working a full 8-hour day, there's this new study that shows most of us are slacking. Now, the average worker admits to wasting away about 2 hours of their workday. And that is not including lunch or scheduled breaks. An American Online Salary.com study shows that surfing the internet is the #1 thing that Americans do while they should be working. Socializing with coworkers came in second.
There's sort of a natural fit between a person who may feel kind of bored with their task of the moment and the availability of the internet, and say, okay, well, I can just do this for a few minutes and it probably isn't really going to hurt my job or my company.
Missouri workers admit that they slack the most, up to 3 hours a day. Ohio, of course, ranked right in the middle. And let's all say it together. It is not surfing the internet, it's research.
That's right, it's research, especially here.
Exactly.
It is something that local football fans may find pretty tough to swallow.
This is amazing. Their winning team may not be a Division I powerhouse after this season. We're going to tell you about redistricting and what it means for at least one local football dynasty.
Just want you all to know my MP3 player has a lot of research on it. All right, weather-wise, all right, thunderstorms are down to our south and west, but a few of them will creep back our way. I'll tell you when the thunder arrives when we come back with my Power 5 forecast.
News Channel 5 weather is brought to you by Ashland University.
Beat
Pizza Hut's National Pizza Sale. Buy any medium or large pizza at regular price and get up to 5 medium pizzas for just $5 each. A sale so good you gotta go for more.
Hope the kids are hungry.
You only get this kind of sale when you gather around the good stuff.
Announcing the Subaru All-Wheel Deal Model Year Clearance. There's never been a better time to buy the Subaru Outback and Forester. Right now, get an Outback 2.5i with amazing 0% APR financing and $2,000 cash back. The all-wheel drive Outback and Forester. Both are great alternatives to gas-guzzling SUVs, and they have a 5-star crash test rating.
Every day is a winding road.
Hurry, 0% APR financing and $2,000 cash back ends September 5th.
I can do it. I can do it. I can't do it. I can't stop smoking.
Oh, that's a big surprise.
Maybe next Monday.
Sure.
Maybe next year.
Why not?
Yeah, you know, cold turkey.
Cold turkey.
It's no use. I'm scum. I've
Hey,
been
you
scum.
want to know something?
What?
It took you a long time to learn to smoke, right?
That's true. It's very true. Yeah, but I worked at it.
What makes you think you can quit?
I don't know.
Just like that. Quitting takes practice.
I like that.
Well, call us. We'll show you how to quit for good.
I can do that.
I know you can.
Try something new this summer. A soft tortilla, your favorite ingredients. The new ham and cheese breakfast wrap at Perkins. It's part of our summer wraps menu, starting at $5.99. We roll it up, you eat it up. Perkins, breakfast is just the beginning.
Come on, guys. There's still time. Pick up the phone. You know you want a Pizza Hut pizza during the show, and it's just about to start. It's Pizza Hut time. Come on.
Tonight, the last best hope for Iraq. An ABC News exclusive with the commander on the ground. Will his new plan work? Plus, look who's ripping up the track. Meet the 13-year-old stock car phenom who's taking the racing world by storm. On World News with Charles Gibson.
Okay, so there are no hurricanes churning in the Gulf. The summer travel season is winding down. So why do gas prices remain unsettled? One of Alaska's largest oil fields is shut down because of some 16 miles of faulty pipeline. World oil prices jumped $2 a barrel. That shutdown could squeeze the West Coast, and we may feel an impact here. So the national average is 303. That's up from July's 292. Ohio's average is 298. That's up from an average of 233 just last summer.
When you think of rich high school football traditions, St. Ignatius, Canton McKinley, and Massillon might come to mind, all current Division I schools. But as On Your Side reporter Jason Nicholas tells us tonight, for the Massillon Tigers, their days at that top level could be numbered.
Massillon is a city that bleeds black and orange. Many say it's a city that lives and breathes by what its high school football team does on the gridiron. But now, a possible change.
I guess the first way to describe it is I was kind of shocked.
Tiger Athletic Director Al Hennon is surprised at the prospect of his 2005 runner-up Division I state high school championship football team no longer competing in Division I. That's the Ohio High School Athletic Association's plan for 2007-2008. to move smaller schools with less enrollment from D1 to D2, including Massillon. This is all news to Hennon.
I can tell you this, it's gonna start a lot of conversation here in Massillon.
That conversation is starting fast.
We would hear things that, oh, we went down to Division II, so if we win that championship, we'll say, well, it's not a Division I championship, it's because you guys dropped back, so I wouldn't like it at all.
You want to stay Division I?
Yes.
While many fans say they want the Tigers to stay right here in Division I, some say to a good football team, division shouldn't matter.
I think it'll be okay because they'll still beat everybody. It'll be smaller teams, so I don't think it'll be a big deal. I don't think people will like football less.
There is hope for Massillon, though. OHSAA says any school that wants to play up to Division I will have that option, and Hennon says it's a good bet the school would exercise it.
To be the best, you have to schedule the best and beat the best.
The Massillon Tigers open up their 2006 season 2 weeks from Friday right here at home, hosting North Park Collegiate High in what could be their final season as a Division I program. Reporting in Massillon, Jason Nicholas, News Channel 5.
Hennon says this change to Division II doesn't only affect his football team, but all other teams as well.
Well, the dog days of summer will soon be gone. Fall will be at our door, but some last-minute summer fun can be found at the 110th Annual Cuyahoga County Fair. Today, the second full day of the fair, more than 175,000 people expected to show up for the exhibits and the concerts and the games. The fair runs through Sunday, August 13th, and you can find the fairgrounds on Bagley Road in Berea.
2 words for you. Funnel cake.
Funnel cake.
Worth the trip for the funnel cake alone.
Elephant ear.
Got to have your
Either
annual
one,
summer funnel cake at
Absolutely.
least one time.
And,
well, hopefully fair weather for the fair.
Well, it has been today definitely one of the top 10 looking days out there, I think.
I got a little sunburn on my ear, so I do have elephant ear right now, I think. It's a little itchy. Yeah, this is perfect weather to be outside. Again, we're tracking rain on the Power 5, seeing it first with our 5 750,000-watt radars, and you have to go all the way down to the Cincinnati radar to detect these showers and strong thunderstorms. They're driving along a cold front. Again, they're shifting all toward the southeast, so greater Cleveland, Akron, Canton, Youngstown, Mansfield, Medina, you're all dry through the evening. You're dry tonight. You're dry even tomorrow. But there is the threat a couple of these storms will reach us by sometime Thursday. As another cold front comes down from the north and some of that moisture works its way back from the south, those will combine to bring in the threat for a couple of storms. Look at this, 79 Lorain, 78 Worcester, beautiful weather, 75 Akron to Canton, 78 Dover, New Philly, 75 in Mentor, and Cleveland at 77 degrees. All right, to our big board weather maps we go. Had a few clouds coming our way earlier today. They're going to fade away as high pressure here begins to build in. It tends to push aside all the clouds. So should be a cloud-free overnight or a mostly cloud-free overnight. Maybe some high, thin cirrus clouds. Currently 77 degrees. North winds at 13. A rising pressure. Humidity very manageable in the 50 to 60 percentile range. Carrier neighborhood temps. Lakewater at 77. But again, look at these picture-perfect temps. Everywhere you go, middle and upper 70s. Cleveland hit 78 today, as we thought we would. Hit it right on the nose. 69 degrees. The morning start, so staying mild. Now, overnight tonight, I think greater Cleveland will drop into the lower 60s, but inland areas will likely see middle and upper 50s. No rainfall today. Ragweed low. Weed spores moderate, or weed count moderate. Weed pollen. There are no spores and weeds here. Mold spores are high. See what the pollen does to me? Gets me all confused. Once again, high pressure here. That's our fair weather friend coming in tonight, staying around for tomorrow. There's the high, but more cool on the way with a reinforcing shot coming in Thursday. And again, the moisture coming up, so we'll see the threat for a few showers and storms. That will be Thursday, and then once this front goes by, again, cooler weather as we head into the weekend. 56 to 61 tonight. Here's the inland readings. Here's the lakeshore readings. Mostly starry, cooling down, very pleasant. 2-a-day football practice. Again, we kind of missed that. Went by fast. 60s tomorrow morning for the kids practicing football. 70s during the afternoon. Lower 80s Wednesday and Thursday. Showers and storms Thursday. Let's do 74 Friday, 78 Saturday, and 82 on Sunday. UV index tomorrow at a 10. Back to the news desk.
All right, Mark, thanks very much. Just a few more days until a little preseason Browns football action.
Oh, you got it. Sports director Chris Miller is live at Browns camp as the team gears up for Philly on Thursday.
Guys, wouldn't you know it, there's some drama in Browns camp 2 days before they open camp against the Eagles. Their starting center is AWOL. Details next in sports.
Our 5 live Doppler radars see weather coming your way first. When dangerous storms form, we're glad the Power of 5 is on your side.
Lighthouse's incredible parking lot sale is too big to be held indoors. Hundreds of spas are priced pennies on the dollar from as little as $19.99. Sundance, Artesian, and other luxury spa models from $29.99. Plus, no payments, no interest for 12 months. Outdoor casual furniture sets, including wicker, cast aluminum, and sling, are up to 50% off. Oddball chairs, tables, and umbrellas from $59. Save hundreds on pool tables and swimming pools, too, during the incredible parking lot sale. Only at Lighthouse.
On your mark, get set, stay right where you are. Order the new pan pizza from Domino's, and we'll deliver it hot, fresh, and straight to your door. No one satisfies your pan pizza craving like we do. Fantastic.
Now when you buy a large pan pizza at menu price, you get a medium one-topping pizza free. It's Domino's new pan pizza.
Drop everything. Toyota's nationwide clearance event is here. While you're there, don't miss the stylish Camry and see why Toyota is the #1 brand in passenger car sales in America. Get a great clearance deal now on a new Corolla and get 41 miles per gallon. and Corolla holds its value better than anything in its class. Or check out the hottest new Toyota, the all-new 07 Yaris. Extremely affordable and fuel efficient at 40 miles per gallon. The clock's ticking. Catch the Toyota Time nationwide clearance event today. Toyota, moving forward.
Lately, there's been a lot of talk about the new Medicare prescription drug benefit for our seniors. Senator Mike DeWine supported the new Medicare Part D law benefiting 1.5 million seniors in Ohio, saving them an average $1,100 a year. In Washington, a lot of people talk about improving health care for seniors. Mike DeWine is doing something about it. Learn the facts. Log on to uschamber.com/Medicare.
98.5 WNCX, Cleveland's classic rock, part of the News Channel 5 Radio Weather Network.
Well, from back spasms to now going AWOL, Browns center Bob Hallen has left camp 2 days before the Browns' first preseason game at Philadelphia. Head coach Romeo Crennel made the announcement following practice, saying Bob is dealing with physical and personal issues. So where does this leave the Orange Hats, Cleveland? Well, now the offense is now with the ball in the hand of one Alonzo Ephraim. 2 weeks removed from being on the street, he is now the starting center for the Cleveland Browns, protecting Charlie Fry. This is now the Browns' third center, folks, in 2 weeks. It's just another case of the Browns scrambling to find help at the offensive line position.
Just blessed, man. I wouldn't consider it being the man, but just stepping in, just helping the team, just trying to fill a void. No pressure, man. I mean, our coaches prepare us. We got a good offensive line. We got good players around us, so it makes it easier.
Unbelievable. Talk about going from hanging out to starting for the Browns. In Philadelphia, mind you. For more on day 14 at Camp Cornell, log on to newsat5.com and take part into the fans' ultimate guide. Boy, the fans. Got a feel for them today. All right, to baseball. The Indians opened a 3-game set against the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim, of Orange County, whatever you want to call them. They'll take on the Angels tonight, knowing that Ryan Garco has now been called up. Why? Because Casey Blake has now been put on the 15-day DL due to a sprained right ankle suffered this past weekend in Detroit. This is Blake's second stint on the DL in the past 2 months. Here's a look at your pitching matchups tonight. A couple of youngsters going at it. Jared Weaver countering the lefty Jeremy Sowers. The Indians' bullpen has been awful the last 9 games, giving up a total of 19 earned runs. Meanwhile, the Indians taking care of some business away from the diamond today, locking up another core player, signing lefty Cliff Lee to a 3-year extension. Lee, in 99 career starts, is 44-25. No cliffhanger about this decision, according to GM Mark Shapiro. This was a joint venture to help build the core talent here in Cleveland. If you're scoring at home, the Indians have now poured in $103 million of payroll. So we're calling Larry Dolan cheap. All right, finally, let's talk a little basketball. Team USA suffered a scare today against Brazil. Let me take you to China, where they took on Yao Ming's team. And Brazil actually was in this game for a while until Chris Paul feeding Carmelo Anthony for the alley-oop. Anthony would later leave, though, with a knee injury. Little USA running the floor now. It's Paul over to Joe Johnson, back to CP3 in the corner, and it's good. And how about your mandatory LeBron James highlight? It's courtesy of, guess what? LeBron for 3. It's good. But Bulls guard Kurt Heinrich stole the show, netting 14 points despite Brazil going on a 16-0 run. It was Team USA winning 90-86. Again, the big story out here, Bob Hallen, AWOL, much more on this story coming up new at 11 o'clock. Until then, on your side, live here at Browns Camp, Chris Miller, News Channel 5.
All right, Chris, thanks very much. News Channel 5 continues with News Channel 5 at 11. Of course, the On Your Side station is always on with continuing coverage and Power of 5 Doppler radar on NewsNet5.com.
Thanks for watching, everyone. Charles Gibson coming up next.
News Channel 5, on your side, associated with the Scripps Networks family.
Watch Ted Henry and Lee Jordan weeknights at 6 and 11.
Excuse me, I have a really big laundry problem.
Well, you've come to the right place.
Does H.H. Gregg have anything that will handle a really big load?
You bet. Even your gorilla suit, Joey.
Joey? I don't... George!
At H.H. Gregg, well-trained, knowledgeable salespeople make all the difference. H.H. Gregg, good people to help you make the right choice.
Excuse me, sir,
Joey, get back to work.
A lot of times when people say, you do the math, there's no math involved. But when Arby's says it, they mean it. You can choose any combination of 4 Arby's melts or ham and Swiss melts for only $5. Maybe you want 2 Arby's melts and 2 ham and Swiss melts. Or 3 ham and Swiss melts and 1 Arby's melt.
The Arby's Mix-A-Melt. Any combination of 4 delicious melts for only $5. It'll have you saying,
I'm thinking Arby's.
Don't forget, Arby's is open late.
Hot weather is here. Get help at Newsnet5.com's weather page. Click Carrier for money-saving deals, air conditioning service, special financing offers, and free estimates for air conditioning. While you're there, plan your week ahead with our 5-day forecast.
My wife was seriously injured in a car accident, and now the insurance company is making us an offer. But we're not sure if they're really looking out for us. Who can we trust?
Trust Friedman, Damiano, and Smith. 1-800-280-0070.
If you've had a heart attack, that reduced how well your heart pumps, hear this. Your heart medications may not be enough protection. Coreg is